What's up everybody? This video is gonna show you how I learned to release and hopefully teach you as well. So keep watching and let's break it down. So the first step of the release is learning the bell. It's not actually called the bell, but when you spin the rope it looks like it. So start by dropping one handle and try to spin the rope clockwise if you're right-handed and counterclockwise if you're left-handed. The goal there is to make the rope look like the outer part of a bell. Try to find a rhythm where the handle you're turning is turning parallel with the handle that is released. It's also better to start out slow than fast. This takes a lot of time, but you'll get it. Start by turning the rope into a bell, and then once you get control over it, try to point your handle a bit upwards. This will make the rope become more and more vertical, which will eventually turn into a vertical release, which is the goal of this exercise. So now we're gonna learn the throw. There are a few ways to do this. The most common one is imagining yourself pulling a tissue out of a box. So you wait until the rope clips the ground after you've done the first rotation. This is when you want to release the handle, and focus purely on the release, not the rotation of the rope. Now let's try to combine the throw and a vertical release into one move. The most important part here is keeping it slow, and from this point on it's more of you understanding how the rope reacts to your hand movements. For example, if you point the handle upwards, the rope will come towards you, and if you point it downwards, it will go away from you. So let's practice the basic hand movement for a mic release. So drop your rope, bring your release hand over to the opposite side and draw a circle. Clockwise if you're right-handed, counterclockwise if you're left-handed. After a circle is drawn, start to draw another circle, but after the rope points upwards the second time, bring the rope back towards your starting position, which is next to your hip. Now try this movement with a rope, but start without it, it's always easier without. A common issue when catching the handle is that you focus too much on the handle and too little on the rotation. This tends to throw the handle out of your reach, which makes it hard to catch it. A catch is really simple. It should be done at hip level, and you should just wait for your handle to hit your hand, and then just close your hand around the handle. A very quick tip I used myself is every time you lose the rope, so instead of just bending down and picking it up, you should try to rotate it up like if you would do a release. This really improves your muscle memory for doing releases out of weird positions. A good way to find a rhythm of when to throw the rope is by doing double side swing. So you do 2 side swing on each side, and when you choose to send it, you do 2 on the opposite side, bring your rope over and do 1 side swing and then do the release. Now before we go any further, the most important part in my opinion is to play around with the rope. This is anything from just trying a move, and then if you fail you just try to release out of it and try to get back into it. This is what's really gonna make the difference with learning the rope control and not. So to prove that you have fully mastered a move, you need to be able to do the toe catch. This goes for any trick and also releases. So instead of jumping over the rope, lift your toes and catch the rope with your feet instead of jumping over it. This forces better technique, and if you don't do the trick properly, you're not gonna be able to catch the rope with both feet. Alright, since you landed the toe catch, it's time to finish the move with jumping through the rope, and this will conclude the mic release. So I hear this a lot. I can't do freestyle because I don't have a freestyle rope, or I can't do any releases because I don't have a beaded rope. So I put a clip of me releasing every rope I got, and you can really release with anything. You can release with chains, phone chargers, ropes, shoelaces, whatever comes into your mind. So I got a lot of questions of how you can do unlimited release. The whole trick is finding the rhythm. The way I found it was by doing a run in place while you do the release, where one foot is one rotation, so you bounce upon each foot, and this is a way to keep the rhythm. Now this will be the end of this tutorial or progression video, so I'm just gonna add some combos here so you can see what the release can be turned into. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for next one. Also leave a comment if you got any questions or got any moves you want to be broken down into pieces like this one.